So today we're looking at decimals and fractions, and let's just go through a couple of examples just to understand how decimals are broken down into their separate parts. So let's take as an example the number 0.68. Okay, now if I were to partition that and break that down, what I can see here is I have got 0.6 and also I've got 0.8. Keeping these in the right column, I've got 0.08. So we can see that that number is broken down. I've got a 0.6 and plus a 0.08. When I put those two together, like that, those are the two separate ones. I put them together, and then that is how I get the 0.68. Let me just do one more to show you that. Let's try a bigger number, 8.6. Well, I can see straight away that's made of 8 whole ones, and not just 0.6 but 0.6, because that's the whole ones column. So I'll just show you that underneath as I did before. I've got 8 whole ones, and then I've got a 0.6, so that's no whole ones and a 0.6. When I put them together, I've got 8.6. So that is how we partition our numbers. Let's have a look at some examples on the sheet you're going to be coming across today. Okay, circle the fraction that is represented by the image below. Well, if I have a look at that, these are 100 squares. So I can see here I've got 100 square. I've got one of them. I've got another 100 square here, but not all of it is shaded in. This is a complete 100 square. It's completely shaded in, so that's one whole one. How many have I got shaded in here? Well, I know it's 100 square. So whatever is shaded in is out of 100. So straight away I can say this one's not right, because this one's out of 10. So I know that's wrong. So it's got to be one of these two. How many are shaded in? Well, if I count all of these, I've got 10, 20, 33. I've got 33 out of 100 shaded in on that one. So I've got one whole one and 33 out of 100. When I look at my answers, that's the one that I've got. So that's the correct one. That's the first type of question you'll be coming across. True or false? The arrow is pointing to 4 and 26 over 100 on the number line. Well, I've got 4.2 and I've got 4.3. I'm going to count along here. I've got 4.2, but this says 26. And I've only got 2 and I've got 3. So how can 26 be in the middle of them? Does that mean it's false? Well, my numbers are too small here because this is out of hundreds. So if this is out of hundreds, how many have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 there. So if that's 100, that means each one of these has a different value. I'm going to make this easy for myself, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a naught on there and I'm going to put a naught on there. So now I can see I haven't got 4.2, I've got 4.20, but we say 20, and I've got 4.30, but we 4.30 is what we say. Now I've got 20 and 30, I can see that 26 will fit between those two numbers. So if I've got between 20 and 30, and I know these are groups of 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now it works. Can I put 26 over 100? Well, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It is on 26. I know that one is true. So if I remember to put the zeros on, then I can easily see that that fits in. Next type of question, match the decimal number to the equivalent expanded fraction. Well, at the beginning I broke down some decimal numbers into their separate decimal sections. Now I've got to do it with fractions. Well, I know my hundreds, tens and ones. my decimal point, my tenths, and my hundredths. Okay, so I've got to match them. So let's look at 4.46. I know that's 4 whole ones, decimal point. The first digit is in the tenths column. So that is going to be 4 whole ones. It's 4 tenths. And what's the 6? Well, the 6 is in the hundredths column. So that must mean that that is 6 over 100. So I need to find that one. So I need 4, add 4 tenths, add 6 over 100. That matches to that one. Let's look at the second one, 4.64. Well, that's 4 whole ones. And what's this 6 here? 4.64. Well, the 6 is in the tenths column. So that means that is 6 tenths plus, and this 4 here, the 4 is in the hundredths column. So that is 4 over 100. So I've got 4, add 6 tenths, add 4 hundredths. And that one matches to that one. Now, I've only got one left, but I'm going to check it anyway. I've got 4.66. Put that onto my place value chart just to check that I'm right. I've got 4 whole ones. Add, got 6 in the tenths column, so that's 6 over 10. Add, and I've got 6 in the hundredths column, so that is 6 over 100. And this is the one I have here, so that matches to that one. Okay, and the last type of question you will come across. Convert these decimals to expanded fractions and fractions to expanded decimals. Okay, well, I've just done some of these. So I've got a 2 whole ones, and I've got no tenths there. So I've got nothing over 10. And I've got 9, remembering from my place value chart, I've got tenths and 100, so that's plus 9 over 100. So that's that one. I'm going to do this one next. I'm going to do the decimals all together. 6.8. Well, I've got 6 plus, and that is in the first column after the decimal point. So that is 8 over 10. That is 8 tenths. Now I'm going to have a look at the next two. Well, I've got 4 and 2 tenths. So these are fractions. I've got to change them into decimals. So I know I've got 4 whole ones, but I've got 2 over 10. Now, what is that as a decimal? Well, that's 2 in the tenths column. And if I think about my place value chart, I know that if I'm looking at 2 tenths, I've got no whole ones, decimal point. This first column after the decimal point is the tenths column, so I've got 2 in the tenths column there. Now this one's a little bit trickier, but I've still got 5 whole ones there. I've got 5 whole ones, add. Now I've got to break this down because this goes into the hundredths, and when I break my fractions down, I have to put something in every column. So I know from my place value chart, I have hundreds, tens, and ones. I have a tenth column, then a hundredth column. So there's a tenth column in here somewhere. My first number is in the tenths column. And if it's in the tenths column, it's 0.6. Just to remind you, hundreds, tens, and units, decimal point, tenths, and hundreds. So I've got on this one, I've got 5 whole ones. Nothing left. I've got 6 in the tenths column. And then I have got 2 in the hundredths column. Because that is 2 hundredths. So I'm going to put that one there, 0.02. And when I put all those together, I've got 5.62, which is 5 and 62 over 100. So I've broken those down. And those are the kinds of questions that you'll come across on the worksheets that I've put on Seesaw for you.